Okay, I'm super excited because I am starting my own little tea business at the flea market, and I'm learning so much. There's a lot to learn, but I like to know what I'm talking about. So I've been studying a lot. I got this cool water heater that's on a stand the other day, so I'm super excited about that because I can take that and actually give people samples and try things out. And I have not used this yet, so here goes. First time. It's 1.7 liters, which has okay. I'm not gonna need that much, so I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but it has demarcation lines in there, as you can see. So let's just start with this guy. Got him plugged in, and I think you just do that. And I'm not sure if it controls the temperature or what. I need to learn more about that. But for this type of oolong tea, it's leaf oolong tea or strip. It's not in a ball. So you're to brew that at 210 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're doing it the Chinese way, which is probably about that much, 8 grams. This one has cardamom pods in it, which I really like, so you can do whatever you choose. And we put that into the little borosilicate teapot. That just means that it is like heat proof. You can put it on the stove if you have a gas stove, which no one in Florida really does, unless you've like got natural gas. But I wouldn't put it on a stove top like this. And you see this has got its little own sieve, so it's not inconvenient. It doesn't take any longer than a tea bag. Tea bags are actually really poor quality tea. And dust, secondary leaves. Sometimes I've heard that they even like to sweep up the floor of the remnants of the teas that are drying, and that's what they use for those, so it's not good. Plus your tea leaves don't get a chance to really bloom and swim around, so that's what's ideal for the taste. So the Chinese method is to do a larger amount of tea for a shorter period of time, and that's what we're looking for here today. The Western method, of course, would be less tea, steeped for longer, and probably serving more people. And tea is kind of like wine, like where you know, the first glass isn't going to be the same as the last glass of wine when you decant it. So there are several different infusions that can take place when you're doing your tea. Usually by the second, it is the best. But first we want to kind of prime our tea leaves. Okay, that just popped off. So what I'm going to do is pour my hot water on. And ideally you want a smaller teacup. This is all I have. I'm ordering small ones, but I'm just gonna work with this today. A nice ceramic cup. And what we're doing is we're just kind of like rinsing the leaves and we're priming them to get them ready for really extracting the best out of them that we can. So I'm just gonna leave that for a few seconds, and then I'm gonna pour that off. It's hard to film and do this at the same time. But that is that. And then in between, you kind of want to tilt your lid so that they don't steam and create different like types of bitterness. This also allows you to really heat your glass or your cup, whatever you're using. So it's ready when you are ready. And I think that is good. And we're going to go with the next cup. So I poured that out. Don't want you to see my somewhat messy sink right now. And we're gonna go ahead and pour in our second cup. Actually, that makes exactly 2 pots, whatever I had done. We're gonna let that swim around in there a little bit. You don't really have to move it, but my leaves kind of got up on the sides. So it really lets them open back up after they've been withered and dried, sometimes through a heat process like oolong is. And then they're rolled, and then they are ready to go. But you kind of have to wake them back up. They've been up in the mountains of China doing their thing. And you can really smell the aroma here on this after we have put the done the initial rinse. And I really wish I had a different mug so you could really see that color. The West calls it a black tea, oolong, but it's actually, well, the Chinese go by the color of the liquor and not the color of the leaves. So they would call this a red tea. I told you there's a lot to learn. Wow. That is fantastic. Got very earthy, tobacco-y, plummy notes. Just like wine, it has a variety of different things you're going to pick up from the tannins. Spectacular. So I'm pleased with this. I think this will work out just great. You can take a big pot, a couple jugs of water, and keep it handy for guests. Once I get my small tea mugs, I will be able to, or little teacups, be able to serve and demonstrate different flavor profiles. Happy tea drinking to all of you. I think I'll be doing a few more videos, so watch for those and like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.